Nero will find insight. These Røkkr are hungry.
Hey girl, you look good, shawty, if I must say. Got a man, don't play. Said she always wanted me, well, okay.
We are getting prepped and ready to go. Just a few more matches here on Championship Sunday. And Joe, I'm excited to continue to follow this Cinderella story. You know, we've talked a lot about Smart, a ton, when talking about the Guerrillas. How could you not, considering the circumstances? But for the other guys in this team, I think we haven't touched on them enough. Like, this is just as crazy a position for them. And just to see a smile on Slasher's face, like, it's like happy
doesn't
Slasher.
happen often.
It doesn't.
It does not happen often.
It does
like,
not.
like outside of the game, yes, you know, he's a great guy. But yeah, you know, he's dealt with some difficult situations. But yeah, I mean, obviously Smart has to be, you know, talked about a lot due to the sub. They're top 3 now. But to get him comfortable, you have to give a lot of props to the team. And I do think the position that he goes into is a little bit easier to sort of fit that role right in the flex, where your kind of main point is just to slay, right? That's what you're asking that guy to do. But to clear up the map, like Huke and Asim, the pressure they're putting on, and then for Slasher to, well, just rally the troops, make sure they're all going the right way.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's been absolutely insane to see, but it's time to get it started. And who better to get it started than the glorious Miles?
Thank you very much. But go! Minnesota, this is it! Lower bracket elimination matchup. This is the last one. And for the one last time this weekend, I will invite these 2 teams out on the stage. One of them will be going home. This has been a wild week, right? This has been something crazy. We did not expect this, but that magic in the air here in Minnesota has not disappointed. Are we ready? You sound very ready indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome to the stage the Busted Breach! Nero, Methodz, TJ, and Capsidal. Canvas to keep it going. They managed to find themselves here in an incredible position in the competition, taking names all the way through. They find a little bit of a road bump, and now a shot at a redemption. On the other side of the board, though, this is where things get real spicy. The fairy tale keeps going. The substitute who has sent his team to a spot they never thought they'd be this weekend. A little bit of tragedy, a little bit of magic. Let's see how far they can go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Los Angeles Guerrillas! Slasher, Asim, Spot, and Huke. There is tension in the air, and there is a lot being said on stage that I hope you cannot hear at home. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an absolute battle. Let's get it on! Mack Maven, take it away!
Thank you so much, Miles. Yes, what a series we are in for. On one side, you got the Zinni magic, maybe the Gronk magic. That was
Trying to get on with those guys. Look at they're having a good
look,
time.
they're having a blast.
Yeah, good time.
Perhaps a little too much fun, but then on the other, just can Spartan, the boys continue to make this run. I'm not sure how to call this. You know, you think when we get to the final, I mean, obviously it'd be kind of wild not to pick FaZe, regardless of who they're going up against, considering how this has gone. But and this one, you lean either way.
I mean, I think, like, you know, part of me would probably lean Boston Breach, but I'm all about it. I've been sitting on the desk. I'm with the LA Guerrillas. I think they're just going to ride this momentum like they've been doing it. They're confident in one another, and I think they're going to get to a final.
I think what's really cool about this year, well, I mean, the city-based stuff's been really cool with, like, Røkkr getting behind the fans, but it's been like the fans, you know, we know sometimes OpTic gets knocked out, and, like, it's like, who are people going to root for? How's it going to play out in house? It's
Slashers getting cheers. That's a pretty big deal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
They find this, like, underdog story. I mean, it was, you know, you saw Legion a little bit the first event. Didn't last very long, but they, you know, getting behind them.
We all love a good story.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? We're taking a look at our maps and modes and how we're going to get through this incredible losers bracket final before our final series and Championship Sunday, Minnesota. It has been awesome. It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us, and time to bring it. Time to have some fun. Give me some map 5 magic. Give me some chaos. But if Miles wasn't lying, it sounds like they were maybe chirping a little bit on stage. I hope that's true.
I like that. I like that a lot, honestly. I mean, okay, it sounds like we're restarting. So we're just going to hold off just a little bit longer. So they're getting that game still set up. But yeah, you know, I mean, some of these guys have some. You have what? Yeah, Slasher with TJ and Zin, sort of the father versus the sons on the other side of the stage.
Right.
And you know, I think they're just fired up. aBeZy, maybe he could be a little chirpy.
I won't forget when you dropped me from Rise. Well, Slasher took his spot, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
That was actually one of the craziest, like, kind of trades in history. Like, when you think about the fact of, like,
after a win?
Yeah, like after a win, like after an MVP performance and Slasher comes in, so maybe there's still like a little something inside where it's like,
oh, 100%.
Screw you.
You gotta find anything, right? Just find one thing that gets you going.
That's kind of what Jordan had talked about. Like, he always found something, man.
Found something.
Even if it was like
one fan in the crowd,
one
just
fan, one comment, one something to like give that drive. You just need that chip on your shoulder, something to push for. What do you think for Boston Breach? Well, as we show a Guerrillas thing, but I want to ask you, like, Boston Breach, you lose in the fashion you did, maybe in the winners final. What do you think has been maybe the single biggest focus for them kind of leading into this?
Well, leading into this match, I mean, I think it's just sort of refocusing, right, on the objective. I think if you look at that winners final game, listen, there wasn't a lot they could do early on in that game one. Games 2 and 3, I think they could change some things, made those adjustments. But before they get a rematch with FaZe, or even thinking about that, they know that they have to play a red-hot LAG. So you just kind of have to forget about that moment, refocus. You heard, I think Nameless on the desk was saying they were blasting music, getting each other fired up. And I would agree with them. The two guys for me on the Boston side, I feel like Cap and Methodz always are going to kind of do their thing. Cap is going to be that guy putting the pressure on the map. Methodz is going to be triggering out of position for 30 to maybe 2 minutes long. It's going to be a while. But it's Nero and TJ, I think, really open up that map into the playmakers for this squad.
Absolutely. We'll see what they're able to do. And just one question about Guerrillas. Like, have you been in that spot before where it's like, I don't know, you just, there's no pressure? Like someone has to fill in or something?
Yeah, NB Jams, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really a fill-in, but it was, no one saw us doing what we were doing. We were just playing.
How does it change things, I guess?
You just keep going. I mean, that's just it.
It's that simple.
Like, guys, we're going to do this.
Just keep going.
And, you know, even just like on the stage, just sort of little discussions that you're having. Hey, we should do this. We should do this. Yeah, screw it. Like, let's go. Like, it might work. You feeling it? All right. If it doesn't work, what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We were expected to lose. All right, let's just take it as far as we can. But now, map one. Berlin Hardpoint to get it rolling. Breach. Guerrillas. Into the massacre. As Cap's trying to slide in, Spartan Huke that have already got his number. And just a flurry. Back and forth, but at least to enjoy the early time, it'll be Guerrillas.
Yeah, I mean, you have that strong side, but you don't even find many kills if you're LAG, and that's it. They're coming off a Game 5, Round 11. They are right back into it. Yeah, that adrenaline still running. Nice early time here. Huke 3-0. Now up to 4-0 as he's pushing out towards B2. Trying to, you know, maybe trying to flip those spawns, just put the pressure on so that they cannot contest this time, and it's almost perfect. There is going to be one player going for a 1v1, and that is Nero, hitting that scrap time. Maybe in past titles, you know, you wouldn't want to do that, but this one, squad spawns, who cares?
Yeah, that is true. You saw a Seams POV for a bit. You got to think he's so big. Just with he's like a firecracker for this team. You see the emotion he will display. And Spartan, I feel like, has kind of been there with him, right? Like, when you see the team getting a win, when you see him doing something, like, he's just so fired up, man. You got to love it. You know what else is fired up? The Bolt, because that's a snap. I thought Cap's head about to get rocked right off, but the streak will end there. Next up, the battle will be Slasher, and it's his son, TJ, tucked behind a desk.
Yeah, Cap now able to get this trade. He's on 2 in a row. Trying to earn some time. If you're a Boston Breach, Smart flies in. He guesses the correct corner. You do have Huke on the opposite side staircase, just waiting for his teammates to rotate. Spart's gonna make sure they do not lose spawns for that P3. Cap just sitting down low, able to find that kill. Curious if the trade is gonna come in. They're not earning time. He's just sliding back and forth. The timing on point. The trade is there for Spartan.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 in a row for Cap, but just not really any help there to get something going. You know, Nero, who you know has got to have some big moments for this team, looking to get going. So 1-7, you're down 30. You need him to start to heat up, especially if you're playing a team that's red hot coming off a win.
Yeah, it should be a huge break though. That's 3 dead. They get early fire control. That's all 4 here at P3.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, Boston Breach needed that to get back in the game, and they got it.
Now, how much time can they rally behind this? Trying to wrap around, that's gonna be Huke. He's gonna get caught. Easy for Cap, more to deal with. Another gunfight win. Centering is on point. Finally, the trade will come in, but he is staggered this push for sure as they're spawning out across that 50-yard line, trying to track back in TJ, a little bunny hop, down to 6 HP, but up to 8 kills. And so far, we're 20 seconds left after the break. They enjoy a lot of time there. They bring it back to about a tie game. They keep pressure from the hard point.
Now you do have one more player here in Huke going for the contest time again. 10 to 15 seconds. It's not gonna get the rest of it as Nero off a spawn finds that now on the rotation. It was that TJ just trying to work that far route, but it seems gonna pick it up. And that's just that communication, making sure they have everything covered early, time to come the way of LAG. And Boston, they aren't that close right now. We'll see if they can get some nades from P5 onto the hill to deal with Spart. But this is a lot of map control right here. Nice early time from the Guerrillas.
Yeah, it's just one of those simple things. I mean, if you got a teammate soak up the hard point, the further you're able to take fights away from the hard point, the better. And Huke, kind of that point man that was trying to make the plays around mid-map. Now Slasher doing his best to finesse. The stun is going to hit, and the pistol can't get up in time, but his buddy Huke, who maybe this event hasn't been Huke exactly, hasn't been dropping those crazy bombs, being the best player on the map. He's just been solid.
I mean, he hasn't been really that player all year, right?
Yeah, but they're making this run, right?
Yeah, they're making this run, and maybe that gets him going. I mean, 13-9 here, leading the way. We know what he can do, what he can be. And they earn a lot of time over here at P4 as we head to P5. As Guerrillas now with a 30-second lead. And Huke right off his spawn. He goes on a wide route all the way to fire. Are they thinking about the spawns for P1?
Well, Guerrillas, it is an incredible hold. Now, what can you do at P5? You try to push this lead out. Couple trades back and forth around the hard point, but Guerrillas off the hot win, just trying to keep the hot stretch going to elicit him with Los Angeles Guerrillas.
Absolute 2 front fire, 2 bottom post in front fire.
Here, front fire on me.
Yo, bottom post, Nero.
He played my back, set.
Nice, one more close on Spart.
One shot, no.
Nice, 3 dead. Last
Cap's
guy,
left, I think, right?
left. Yeah, left.
Man, son of a gun.
Good job.
Did he
I'm going around, they're gonna be done.
I'm staying down the time. Hard play kills, guys.
This
Good
guy's
time. Getting naded.
behind him, I'm behind him.
Upstairs, TJ, upstairs, the fuck.
I'm behind up.
Yo, one outer.
Good shit. Nice.
How many
Good pinch.
How many over here? One shot, got there. I spawned near.
Nice. Where's Zinni?
Nero's old. Nero's old.
Outer one now, dead. Look for Zinni.
No, he's on me. He's weak. Cat.
Dead.
I'm gonna get you out of here,
I
Chris.
hear you. I needed my cat. Pinch collar.
Okay, I'm trying to hold it.
Ready, top outer.
Outer dead, good shit.
Pinching where?
I don't know.
I'm looking. I don't think they are.
He's outer, bro. He's
Yo,
outer.
one guy's front fire.
Nice. One's outer.
He's close to glass steps, bro. In the window. He's challenge right there. Close cap. Good shit. Could be out on me, guys.
Yo, one guy's outer box. I'm behind him.
Outer teach. We're basing cap.
Absolute inner. 2 one-shots inner. 2 one-shots inner. There's 2.
Outer on me, bro.
Nice. Another
Outer on me, dead.
One intercept.
I hear you. He played close side
Last
near
guy
one shot.
intercepts after that. Last guy intercepts.
I'm going around up.
I hear you.
Yo, one guy's gonna be top P5 probably.
I'm trying to help
Yo,
you.
he's out secret, I think. No, never mind.
I'll see if he's top P5. Top
Jumping in the red room.
He's on the glass stairs. On the glass stairs, one shot.
I can't hit.
On the glass stairs, one shot.
I'm dead. Top P5.
On
I
the
say
glass
we
stairs,
just
one shot.
rotate.
Yeah, rotate. Fuck it.
You're by yourself. He's gonna be on me. Nice, we got him anew.
Good one.
Yep.
Could be bottom new, guys.
I like that a lot. Just not too hectic. You heard a lot of names being called, especially that sequence where Asim kind of calling out Methodz, trying to help with the spot he might be in. But overall, great, right?
Yeah, very clear communication from the Guerrillas here. I mean, maybe one of the reasons why what we expected got them here.
Just like nice small talk.
Yeah, just
clear,
having
concise.
casual conversations.
Right.
But Nero now, he had a very slow start. I think he was 3-13 when I last looked. I looked up again, and now he is 14-18. What a turnaround. And maybe the catalyst for them is they are within 20.
I think when I first pointed it out, it was 1-7. Yeah, they were like down 30 early, and holy hell, he has come alive, you know. He can be streaky at times, but when he is on point, what a ball of destruction he can be as he continues to take gunfights, slam through doors. Where am I going to peek it from? Nobody knows. A little jump shot as the headshot comes in. That's number 4. Looking for number 5, but Spart with the strafe. Able to take him down. That'll be actually a double for Spart as Splasher will get a 3rd. And they try to build this lead up again, just ahead 15.
And now we're going to go back to that P3 where, this is where Boston were able to keep themselves in the game. We'll see if LAG can do better on this rotation. You're going to have Capsidal and Methodz try to work through fire. This is what they did last time around. The hill going to be popped. They're able to find the first kill. It's all down to Spart. He gets taken out. You still have the close spawn. Well, with Slasher alive dockside, Huke's going to be there, but it's a split. It's a split right now. They have to wait for their teammates as Huke and Slasher find 2 kills, and now they can go into 4-on-2.
It seemed like they were so focused about the players spawning and holding the front. There wasn't a lot of help actually around the hard point. They just bust on through, but now finding the kills. Slasher will drop to the nade. You've got players here from either side. Huke just not quite able to center to take down the second. Now it'll be Nero up the plate. Cap trying to come in, not able to do it. The autos on the crisscross able to take him down. You got 20 to go. A bit, I don't know, messy, kind of split the time back and forth over it. Yeah, 100%. But like, I don't know, it just felt like two kind of got in for free at the beginning there. They was more worried about where they were going to be hitting from the front. They were already in.
Yeah, that's exactly the way they did it last time, too, was right through fire. I mean, it's tough if you're Guerrillas, because you want to hold on to the spawn, and they do that. That was nice patience out of Huke and Slasher for them to recover. On rotation, aBeZy and Huke try to get towards back trash, but that's going to be Big Tej. He's able to find a multi-kill. Now give them a lot of map position. You're going to be forcing them to spawn towards that long haul, and what do you want to do with that? Looks like they want to try to get out towards P5, put nades on the hill.
We know how good Methodz was coming into this, and he's kept it up. And overall, #1 overall KD at this tournament, just pick it up right where he left off with the qualifier. But as he gets some shots in, the teammate help comes in. It's a rally of kills now for Guerrillas. Cap just trying to finesse it. He's able to do just that. A little snap back, but Slasher is there. Now to be TJ up to bet. Sorry, son, you're going down. The headshots, crisp and clean. There from Slasher.
I mean, that's just such a big play, because if he goes down, that would have been 4 dead. I mean, that's 10 to 15 seconds that Breach would have been able to earn. They could still get this scrap time. A big fight when you talk about the rotation from P5 to P1 here as aBeZy trying to make sure they lock down this side of the map.
Yeah, every second matters when it's this tight, right? 15 points between these two teams. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Losers Bracket Final. And Slasher is a pop. He's got a smile on his face, and he's feeling hot.
And now they have them in this trap. This is where it can get scary. Look at the position of Huke. Look at this crossfire set up by LAG. Capsidal's able to get through. You do have the nades hitting, but Methodz is going to get them out.
Can they pick this up? Can they get them back to the trap? Slasher's getting flanked now. He's got so much to deal with. The trade should be there, and it is. So now you've got a chance to at least push through bottom side of the map. Start to think about personal. You still have 30 seconds to work with here, and really, if you're TJ, you are on an island. And they'll sniff that out and pick it up after Slasher
They are
drops.
so much time. Already up to that 200-point mark, and it's still, they have not been able to get out. And maybe Nero could be that player right now. You see #4, he's gotten through. Slasher, I think, he has that side. Spark keeps it up, but it's on Nero. Can Nero make the play for Boston? He's going to be able to get in. Just going to take his time. We've seen this a lot this tournament, just playing his life. The spawns do flip, and now LAG, they realize what has happened.
It's just one player. That is all it takes on this title. Somebody gets through, and suddenly everybody's spawning now around the objective, and Nero continues to make the plays. The slow start at 1-7, now a distant memory as they eclipse the 200-point mark. 10 points now between these squads, but the pinch Joe starting to develop here for Guerrillas.
Yeah, Seam's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Hopefully his team can find one more kill. There it is. Cap, the last man alive. Can't line up the second onto Huke. He's kind of just trying to play the cutoff, man. As Methodz is going to find a kill. That stun hits down to 10 HP. They're earning this time. You're at least going to get it to, well, maybe a P2. I mean, LAG could win here. There should be a contest, and there it is.
You would think, yeah, there's going to be some contest here to make sure we see another hard point. Just how much can you disrupt it? Huke lying in wait, now going to pounce.
On this rotation.
Second by second, it's getting deadly now if you are Breach.
You got a 2v2 on the other side of the map. Spark able to win the first one. Now it's up to Big Cap. He's got to try to get in.
What do they
needs the help of Methodz. He's the only player here. He's the only player here. Can he do it himself? Finds the second as well.
Yes!
Trying to hang on to Seam. Gonna get on it. They just need 4 more seconds.
They got to get him out of it. He's able to get another tick or so. You'll have 3 players here. A big win now for Methodz. You got to make the rally.
Huke's going on a big route, though. A big pinch by Huke. He goes the way through, and there we go. 4 versus 2 with that pinch.
You got to pick up everything right now if you're the 2 players inside of the point. It's Cap and Methodz trying to do it. Cap and Methodz are going to pick up all the kills around the point. But you're still going to get in. 248. They get in. They hold on for now. Just 2 seconds needed for Guerrillas. Another massive skirmish inside as TJ is going big. Slasher up the bat. The pistol purely not enough. As TJ continues to go clutch.
You have to rotate here. Methodz is already in fire. This has to be perfect. aBeZy, he's not going to be able to call that out. They got to go now. If you are Boston, it's going to be towards the back. Oh, I don't know if anyone's going to get there in time. 3 seconds, that's all dead. And LAG, they were just able to break on through, and now they're going to secure map #1. Oh, that was fun.
It is a fun start to it. Part of me just wishes we got a fight on the next hard point, you know, for those final couple of seconds.
Yeah.
But they just rotate, and that becomes that situation where like you're the team coming from behind. It's like, we need all this time. We're gonna need the next hard point as well, because they only need 2 seconds. They simply can't get it all done. But what a stand it was with the Methodz and Cap that were in that 2v4, and I believe got 3. Just unbelievable, but just not enough. 11 points separates them, and Guerrillas, whatever they're doing it again.
Yeah, I mean, Spark with 35, Slasher with 31. Those ARs locking it down. Huke with some big plays, especially, you know, he's the one taking those routes. Sometimes you rely on a seam, but Huke with the heads-up plays. You heard that in the comms, picking up pinches on the other side. I mean, you just want maybe a little bit better of a start for Nero. I know he's 26 and 34, but that was a tough one. They put themselves in a hole.
Yeah, down early, just trying to get going. We're gonna take a look at kind of the tail end of this again, and I believe we're gonna, that's the Methodz and Cap hold, where it looks like they are down and out. They do just enough. You only allow Guerrillas to get 1 point throughout that crazy sequence, but then is there anything you really could have done differently here?
No, because you're going to see, I mean, LAG spawning up at P3 right now, right? Spark's taking his time. He's playing discipline, making sure his seam is spawned there.
Methodz tries to go. He tries.
Yeah, he almost finds the timing. Spark, though, with the bulk, wins that one-on-one. Still, though, he would have had to kill like 2 more people. His team would have just probably turned around.
I mean, look how deep Slasher is already.
They're just look where they're spawning, just so far away. There's nothing they could do. A hell of an attempt, but LAG been so good on this map, and they continue it.
And yeah, it's like I love what I'm seeing from Spark. It's just sometimes I guess I felt, I know any player can get energetic on the stage, but like I guess I just really saw Asim as that kind of firecracker. Like he was the guy that just lit up. You know, when they're winning, you saw the passion that be on his face, and it's just Spark right there with him. Sometimes outdoing him. Like he is just fired up, and that maybe that energy. It's just got to be refreshing, I guess, currently.
Well, I think it's him being comfortable with the team now. Maybe if you are like an energetic guy, you don't want to be like too much, because there's some, I mean, I teamed with some players that just don't like that, right? Like, yeah. I just want to keep it calm. But in those moments, we're going to clutch on up and, well, win a map #1 in the losers final. You want to see that. But to me, that just says, hey, we're doing this thing. I'm locked in.
I think most would even consider you're coming hot off a win. You're probably favoring Boston Breach, just considering how they performed during the qualifier, how they've been doing throughout the course of the weekend, the insane, unbelievable numbers from Zenny. But you shock them. You get that map 1 victory, and it is a tight one. It is a close one without question. But to be fair, like that has been with or without Spark, you know, one of the hard points that has worked for him, 100%.
Yeah, I mean that Berlin hard point, Tuscan as well, which we're gonna have later on in the series. But this has been the key for me. When you talk about, I know, bringing in a sub, the one mode where teams really struggle is search and destroy, right? It's just difficult. There's so many little timings, right? Strategies have to be on point. What does this player like to do? They've won 4 in a row. And that is just amazing by this team. And that is where guys like Asim, guys like Slasher, hey, what do you want to do? What should we do here? Making those mid-round adjustments. On the flip side for Boston Breach, this is where you have to get yourself back into the series.
You know, I wish I would have looked this up beforehand, but I'm kind of curious.
Make a Maven number up.
Well, no, just looking back, like a fill-in coming in, like what's the deepest run a team has made? It's tough because if you look over the years, there's difference in formats and open tournaments.
Well, there's like the Enable with OpTic one too. That's the big one.
Yeah, I guess
they won multiple tournaments.
Yeah, but that was a much different ecosystem where they were dominant at the time. But yeah, I mean that counts.
Yeah,
right?
I should say, no, you flew. You just flew right.
Four hits on here. What would you like me to do? Just fly.
Just go in. Got it. I can do this.
Yeah, I forgot about that stretch. What was it? It was wasn't it like 3 tournaments in 3 weekends in 3 different countries or something insane like that? Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was.
I'm sure he's correcting you right now, just talking about
probably.
it.
Probably. Enable, we love you. You're incredible, buddy. You're incredible. But we're just waiting on this map to search to get going. And how do you think? You talk kind of about how you should have search struggles in that type of situation with somebody filling in. Why do you think they found so much success? Or maybe they started to as the tournament went on, right?
I think that's it. I mean, Spark could just also be a very good search and destroy player. But to me, it's sort of, hey, if this is happening, we have to do this. It's just those adjustments to me. Just like we saw, right? I think they were down 5-3. They win 3 rounds in a row.
Well, I mean, I just think in search, in any title, really, strategies are great. Opening breaks are awesome. But yeah, it's the small talk and the mid-map decisions where That's everything. I mean, you can have some incredible break, great, but you don't know what's going to be counter on the other side of it. It's what you're going to do after that when suddenly 2 nades hit you in the forehead.
And now we're going into a Bokai search where sometimes all of that, what we just talked about, doesn't really matter.
You might die to a window.
I mean, yeah. I mean, right? It's just sort of those individual plays where you have the man advantage, but one player hits a good timing and then is able to play their life, and that's when things get scary.
We were cracking up. It was, I guess it was Guerrillas. I think it was Smart, actually. But in Classics, like, first spawn in that first round.
Just like, welcome to the stage, dude.
Just like beep through top grades where it was just smoke.
What do you even say?
Welcome.
I died?
Yeah. All right, we start next round. Here we go.
I think I'm going to just write that one down and watch the kill cam. Like, I got to look out for that.
Just a small delay. They're getting the map loaded back up, but a little more time for the fist bumps to get out for probably the 70th time they've done it this weekend. Focus back on up for the search. Anyone you're really, I don't know, putting pressure on right now for Boston Breach to have a big map?
I'm going to look at Cap here because I think, Bokai, I mean, he was 27 and 27, but Bokai is, when we talk about being a playmaker, for me, it's him on this map. He's going to be that entry guy working inside of that Grandma's and Barn area.
You can create some chaos. You can dance. You can dance. Ain't no party like a Sparty party.
I got a feeling my man can dance. So.
Ain't no party like a Sparty party.
Well, there you go. Spart, map number 1, 1.25.
I teed that up, huh?
Yeah,
I didn't know that was coming.
Maybe they teed it up for you.
Yeah.
They're ready. Slasher as well, right behind him with a 1.35. Look at the non-traded kill percentage, 77%. That's, I mean, he's just putting himself in a good position.
So you can Breach. Answer the call. Tie this up at 1-1, or Guerrillas just keep whatever this special sauce is pouring out. But TJ is holding from the tank deep. It's a seam with the bomb, looking for the angle. Everybody else kind of posted up for now, and it seems starting to push through. And there's the nades. They're going to combine, and Method's going to be taken out of it. So 4v3 and a first blood for Guerrillas.
I don't know if they know he's there. That's just an info, right? Just sort of, hey, I spotted him on that tank. Let's line up the nades, or some VOD prep. But they find that first blood with Methodz.
Well, we saw Asim's angle. He was kind of maybe looking for that. Maybe he saw something before, and they're just able to nail it. Slasher, another one of those untraded kills as he wins a fight. Cap just getting pegged through the wall. TJ takes down one, but instantly drops down. All gonna be on Cap. I don't know if that was a team shot.
I'm gonna guess so. It didn't look like Slasher.
Or he just snapped.
I think we're gonna watch it, hopefully. He's gotta be weak. He's gotta be weak. Yeah, he's weak. Because the Thieves play the bomb. He's gotta be weak.
Yeah, okay.
If not, maybe the settings are wrong. I don't know.
Pistol's a sniper. Ooh, still, hell of a shot, regardless. Slasher, you saw the graphic before. Well, he has a 3-0. Kickoff in that round 1. Now Breach's turn on the attack. It's going to be another first blood there for Guerrillas. Smart
almost named himself.
Takes TJ out of it.
Somebody put that branch there.
And Cap can't get away with his life. Huke will continue. Now at 2-0. Just finessing around with bomb. Bottom will be Nero. Method's kind of a mile away working Riverside.
This is one of those plays where he's in this position. He can find multiple kills. Quickly turn this back. Here's a big one-on-one, and Nero's going to win it. Right now, how is he going to exit this spot? But Huke finds his teammate. Huke, he's up to 3-0 as well.
Now all going to be on Nero for the clutch. 35 seconds to go, 1 versus 2. He's got bomb in hand. Let's see how he opts to play this. You've got both deep and in a bit of trouble for now. He reads it, but Spark, he gets shots out with the swiftness, takes him down, and Guerrillas. And another round to it.
I love that play just from the Guerrillas. In the 1 versus 2, both back up. They know that he's got a submachine gun. They play around their ARs. Huke has one side, Spark with the other. And when you're playing that far back, you don't allow him to make the play, right? To find one kill, then pull a Shotzzy and get out with his life, with his movement. But they use their teamwork, they use their comms, and they're up 2-0.
Just don't give yourself a chance for a misplay, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
Some shots down range from Methodz, but it's Cap just trying to get in position.
Asim is so active right now on offense with bomb. It's just,
Same
2 rounds in a row where he's going to be behind Methodz. Methodz is throwing a nade. There's the first one.
Surprise! Surprise! Oh! One more bullet able to get it. One around from Asim, but 2 teammates will drop at the same time, and now wrapping all the way back. He can't quite finish the kill. Oh, and I thought the melee was going to hurt him. He's able to get out. Asim avoids the nade as he's getting the plant. It's Nero in a 1v2 again. And they're just gonna go right at it, but he can't quite get out of it. Guerrillas now 3 in a row, and Miles mentioned a little chatter maybe on the main stage. Asim, there's that firecracker. He likes to get talking. Let him know. I love it.
I do too,
Love
man.
it.
Get after it. But people love it as well. I mean, this guy is just getting after it, but I mean, what he's doing on the map right now on offense, they gotta pick something up. We gotta go to his point of view next time they're on attack. Hopefully he does something similar because he is reading the map well.
You said that was one of your favorite things as a player, just when you get to land and yelling at people on the other side, just knowing they were scared to play it.
Yeah.
You said you like to go around. You see the fear in their eyes, Joe?
Yeah, pretty much. I was gunning him.
Surprise. It's another first blood.
Nice idea, just like the timing's right, just going your way, open the door, there's somebody there playing the bomb, hello.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, almost gets the second.
Oh, something tells me he'd be chirping again if he gets the second kill. 2v2, and you'd need this round so
But look
bad
how reactive they are, look how fast they are on the map. I mean, Methodz isn't ready for that, and he's gonna go for this plant, but they might spot him, that stun's gonna connect, and it does.
Yep.
Gets away.
I mean, they got the information, though. Cap's going to have to pull off something nuts. Capsule back to 100 HP. He's got the bomb check, 30 to go.
I don't know if they're gonna expect this.
Hello. Hello, I'm in the corner. Oh, God.
It's not even a corner, it's just, you're just hanging out. But this is what I mean, like, Slasher and Huke are like, all right, what timing are we about to get? Here we go. It's a big, oh! What was that?
Oh, God! I think at dead side, maybe he tries to go across, and Huke gets the kill and the defuse, but that just gave me anxiety.
If you look up COD timing in the dictionary, it's that.
Yeah! Whoa!
That was just some cerebral plays from Cap. I mean, doesn't win the round, but it was fun as hell to watch.
I think he got dead slide, didn't he? Yeah, as he goes to hit the cross, you see him just crouch there. He gets the movement, he hits it right. He might still lose the round, but we've all been there. That movement happens, you're like, ugh.
This is from Huke's point of view. He just goes for it.
Yeah.
It's that little.
If he gets a slide and snaps back, I don't know. He's got a
Maybe.
chance. He's got a chance. Instead of just crouching there like, oh.
Is that what that sounded was?
I don't know what that was, Joe. I'm turned. 4-0 now for Guerrillas.
All right,
A much-needed first blood for Ross and Breach.
Nice catch of Simp, who's just been running around, but there quickly with a trade. It's into a 2v2. Bocage, baby.
Yeah, it's like we shifted to a hard point there for a second. There's blood everywhere out in the field. But underground we go. Slasher and Spark, first Cap, and Methodz. At some point, you just need to get around.
Just taking their time right now.
You can
both
hear
sides.
the wind.
Yeah, you can. Capsidal and Methodz just hanging out. Probably was just waiting for the bomb plan, right? You have, who is that? Methodz watching the crossover towards A, seeing if there's anything towards lower tank. Here we go. Slasher working up, and he's like ready for this. I thought he was looking at that for a second. Looked like he was pre-aiming it. Method's gonna push shots in, and he's gonna retreat. So now this is kind of on Cap. What is he gonna find?
Finds Zombie from behind, but the trade is there. Now 1 versus 1, 15 seconds to go. Methodz. Spark. Methodz has got it. And you need that one so bad. I've been saying that every round, but you just had to get one.
See if they can get it going now, Boston Breach. But if you didn't know, Methodz.
That's a haircut. That's a haircut.
Methodz was actually gonna be a barber. Yeah, he didn't get picked up by the squad. He was telling me.
Just trimming it down nice and clean. You take a deep breath. You try to pull it back round by round.
And they just need that, right? Because basically, whoever's making the calls on the Guerrilla side is thinking they can read everything, right? Whether it is a seam and what he's doing on the map, and that just kind of slows that confidence down a bit. You know, makes the game a little bit more to what they're used to, a little bit more natural. They can play around their timings, and into this one, it's another decently slow offense from Boston Breach. Just one player starts to get across.
Saw your foot, I believe. Now he's worried about the pressure.
Close the window.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful though. Nero's got the angle as well.
Cam might hit the jump up. He's thinking about it.
Still gave him a peekaboo. Spart again. I mean, how many first blood? Is that number 4? Oh, number 4, I believe. His first bloods have been unbelievable. The slide cancel and Chow, last guy up, Methodz. And he's just still taking fire. He hasn't been able to regen his health. They're going to push it out. It seems going to get caught, though. As he comes soaring, they are flying out from every angle, spinning in circles after the kill is through.
And all that round was is Boston Breach is waiting, just waiting for Cap to hit the mid-gate jump. He wants him to go at him, right? Huke keeps opening that window, watching that cross. You saw the stun and the nade. The nade does not hit on the slasher, though. Slasher backs on up, repositions, watches that mid-gate hop, and that's it. If Cap is able to get up top, find that first blood, the round is completely different.
I mean, Spart's up to 5, and like I think 4 of those are first bloods, I'm pretty sure. It's the LAG chance start. They're getting behind this underdog story. It's another one.
There's the wall
another
bangs.
one from Spart. As he just continues to find the openers, the wall bangs, the spots. Raining true, picking them apart.
One
Nero.
more. 1v3.
Last up, able to get him off the bomb now. Tries to get out. And he's just able to get out.
Do a little dance.
Make a little love.
Down tonight.
There's the plan now. 1v2. Can he be the hero for Boston Breach?
What
He got all the information. He got all the information. Can he isolate this?
Oh, he thought he was getting shot at. He thought he got spotted.
Oh, no!
Spart was just shooting. I think Spart was just
I think he
shooting.
was too, and he turns. And that little delay. Slasher gets the angle. And the Cinderella story continues on. Guerrillas, they dominate. And the search just keeps on clicking. What was it, 4 run out 5? I want to see the stat at the end, but how many first bloods from Spart? I mean, overall, you only had 1 if you're Boston Breach, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know the first bloods is a little like wonky on the scoreboard, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see it.
But it was dominant.
I believe you.
Dominant.
I believe you.
It's showing 5 from Spart. Yeah, I'm pretty, 5 of the 6, I'm pretty sure.
It's showing that they have 10, so there were 7 rounds.
Yeah, okay, so you're right on that. But I do believe Spart had 5.
I
He
believe
was
it too.
unbelievable.
I believe it as well.
Usually when someone gets like 2 in a row, I start trying to track it in my head. I'm like, oh, you got a pick? Okay, another pick. I mean, he was just sensational. But I mean, what else can you say? It's a 6-1 win. Just so good. We're gonna take a look at the final moment one more time. It's Guerrillas just a map away.
Yeah, this is from Slasher's point of view, but Spart shoots there. I think he's opening up the wall. And Nero's like, uh-oh, he saw me, but that didn't happen.
And he just kept going. He's got a freebie.
Yeah.
He just kept going. He's got a freebie. That's so Spart not only getting first bloods, but playing people's brains as well, I guess.
It sure is.
It's pretty unbelievable. It's a thrilling hard point to kick us off. I mean, heart pumping, blood flowing, mom spaghetti, all that stuff. We're having an absolute blast. I know it's they get torched there in the search and destroy, but Boston Breach, can you muster up something? Get us a series that goes the distance. You gotta do it with the control, but 2 maps, they are done. This is the losers bracket final. We're headed to a quick break. When we get back, we battle on.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Zenny. Armor your eyes with Block's gaming glasses starting at $24 by visiting zenny.com/CDL.
We are back, and it's time to take a look at the Scump play of the game, and it is a Simp. He has 3 kills in a round, and I don't even care about the kills. I care about the passion at the end of this clip.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those rounds. He finds the timing through tunnel, goes for the flank. He has to readjust there for a little bit. We've all been there, but finds the final 1v1. And he's telling, hey, I told you, I'm better.
I can read lips, but I couldn't see him, so I'm not sure what he said.
That's like you yelling at someone they mess up like your DoorDash order, huh?
Oh, I get pissed, yeah. They put like mayonnaise or something on my, get it out, I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it. Like onions or pickles? No, sir. Very plain, but okay. This is where we're at. If you're just joining us or you've been hanging out, thank you. 2-0, they are up. This is losers bracket final. Winner of this series is gonna go on to a grand final against FaZe. Good luck, that's gonna be fun. But Los Angeles Guerrillas, what a run it has been. What a run. One more map, and they are in a grand final. And this is, I know, I've said it multiple times, but like before this event, Slasher, he was frustrated. He's like, how does this happen to me again? It's just, I'm so unlucky. And, you know, Gunless is going through some stuff medically, and it's just like, you know, he's been so good for them. You're so frustrated. You blink your eyes, and you're a step away from a final.
And while in this losers final, you just saw he's at like around a 1.5. So my man's doing some insane things on the map right now. And you know, we've seen Slasher on Sundays really turn up in the past. He's had some crazy ones. It just feels like, I don't know, there's all this, everything's happening so fast in these big moments, and he kind of slows that game down.
Yep.
Seems to be in the right position, but here we go. One map away is LAG from getting to our final.
You just saw the graphic beforehand, how good Sport has been here. We'll see what kind of map we are in for, but now to Slasher's POV, just trying to keep Zenny under control there mid-map and allow some freedom for a Simp to push up the map.
Now, was it this or Hardpoint that they were arguing about? The 2 bulbs versus the 1 bulb.
Not sure which, but that'll be 3 straight. I think 4 for a second there. 4 Guerrillas, they continue to push the tempo defensively, and Slasher now trying to get across. Sneaky, and then I think he slammed through a little bit.
So. You try to open it up and it just hits.
Yeah, and that's why they're both staring at this. Yeah. Yeah, they hear the door. They're able to pick it up, but during that transition, the rest of the team has tried to get in position here to hold it.
Yeah, I mean, Nero's just going to have to go to A, and that's going to be it. He's going to kind of lead the transition on over. He was taking that long route, and they're going to try to get this done. They already have 2 ticks over towards this 8 point. LAG, though, up a couple of lines. Methodz in aggressive inside of church, able to find the first. But his whole team's here now. His whole team is here. That's 2 dead. They might try to rotate over to B. I think that's going to be the play call.
Quick. You just try to go. They catch the person on the site. That was going to be Spart, so they're able to get over there quickly. Asim next up to bat. He's going to get dropped as well. Now, you lost 2 members. And I think because of that, one's going to back up and one's going to push through. That's going to be TJ. It's now trying to get behind enemy lines. He's able to do just that. Now you're splitting hairs, trying to figure out what way to look. It's 5 in a row now from Zenny, and onto the objective you go.
Yeah, 3 players were on it there for a second. 1 tick almost done. And see LAG, they're going to try to take it from top radio. Who could be the first man up? He gets gunned.
And then you saw this kind of, they fan out for a second, right? Dodge the nades that are going to be
That's all 4 dead, stacked again. This might be it. What a round.
It's done.
From Boston Breach, they needed it. We've seen Control all week long. It has been that pivotal moment. But I love that play. They go from A, Methodz finds that first kill, and then 2 through the side door. It's a 3-man push on the transition. They do not allow LAG to get into a comfortable B setup.
Well, how many times this weekend you get A, and then you never get into a good position once, like trying to get B? The fact they were able to do that so quickly off the transition from the other point.
Well, they did it while he was capping A. That was really it. I think that's why LAG's caught off by it.
We've seen A captains 2 straight minutes of no one even getting near the objective there. It's just, it's both happy at the same time. It's unbelievable.
Now Methodz has a glide as well, so he goes on a 7 spree to end that. He's up to 8, 9, and 2.
It's Boston Breach. Their backs against the wall now. You got to rip off 3 straight maps to get another date with Atlanta FaZe to try to bring it back. You got to have the comms on point. They got to be pristine. Let's go to an Astro listen in with Boston Breach.
Could be top green, right?
I'm on BP5.
I'm ready to go right.
After I keep B, let's go B5.
I'm ready to mid, guys.
They're on the head.
Let's have you
I got
Let's
you.
So watch your lane right now.
I don't see him. I'm
They
gonna
can be
go.
smart first. They can be in our base, guys. I'm one side, top fire. I can't tell him.
Match, let's get fire.
There's two on eight. Two on eight. The last two are holding you.
Do it.
Give him a piece.
Lay down.
I'll send you.
Their side vines.
Give it a bait. They're you dead.
We're approaching, guys. Ace of dead.
We can stop it. We can stop it.
I'm flanking fire.
I need outer A.
You dead.
Our side, absolute our side.
Guys.
Our side, coming, Austin, our side. Our side, shoot laying down. Our side, shoot laying down. Left side, shoot laying down. Austin.
Fight for those.
You might mid?
Fire's open, guys.
Not yet.
I'm in.
I got your mid now.
One off, go on.
I do a nade.
Look at that side.
I'm watching the nade.
Fire.
Look at that
I'm watching the
side.
nade. Well, I'm harsh on TJ.
Well dead.
Fire.
Side dead. I'm gone.
Tree dead. I'm pushing up TJ.
Hold on fire. I gave up mid. I'm up UB.
Finish up. Tell me P5, guys.
I'll see this one of you guys. This one of you guys. This one of you guys.
P5 done.
Look at this. This one of you. This one of me. I mean, this one of you guys.
I'll take P5. I have low. I have your low. Hold this up.
Well, right now.
I have low.
As you said, babe, astronomically important listening there for Boston Breaches. They are getting it going. That's an 8 spree now for TJ. It was Methodz in one round. TJ in this one, locking it down. You only have 2 ticks at A, does LAG, but it's an 8 life advantage. And I mean, those comps, they were fast. They were fast, but hey, it seems to be getting this team zoned in. And we've seen a lot of crazy things happen, and might be starting here on this control.
A little different than Guerrillas, right?
Yeah, much different.
Bit more relaxed.
But they're younger, right? There's some, they're a younger team.
I mean, different comps work for different teams. That's just the way it is. But what a stretch it has been from TJ. Now up to 9 in a row. So A point done. Guerrillas now just over a minute to work with. As TJ tries to keep this going as long as he's able to. He's already earned this streak, so now it's just to be flashy.
Well, LAG, no, they only have 7 lives, so this kind of has to be a perfect game from this point to try to get to this B point and, well, tie things up 1-1. The problem is you have 2 glide bombs to deal with, so you're hoping maybe you can get one out in this one. We'll see, though. Asim and Slash are going to find 2. Nero trying to go for that trade, but Sparta's there, so that is 3 dead. Do they use the glide to secure this round? You might do it, you might not.
So you can keep going 3 for 1, you feel pretty good. But how long can you do it? This sequence, just kind of back and forth with regards to the trades. Now they're going to get on it halfway through the second bit of progress.
Yeah, why not, right? Just secure this round.
Safety net. Just get them off the point. Keep that clock a-ticking. 30 seconds now left to go. And you've got no respawns left. These players will be all they're going to do, and it's soon going to be down to 1. That's exactly the case. Slasher by himself. He'll jump out and chow. He's going to take shots from everywhere and take them right on that barrel. But good from Breach. And listen, we've seen a lot of reverse sweeps. You can get this control. You carry that momentum into the hard point, and you were feeling so good, but not quite there yet. But it's a great offense, followed by a nice hold on defense. And yeah, just not a ton of time or lives to work with if you're Guerrillas.
I mean, it was a pretty good attempt once they got over to B, but
yeah,
their early round.
The entry was great, but
the early round was all Boston Breach. They do use 1 glide bomb, but you have another. For a defensive round, if things do happen to go crazy in round number 4, if we get there. Boston pretty slow off the start, and they're just playing around this P5 areas. Over towards Fountain, that's gonna be Nero and Cap. Seems ready for 1, but not for the second.
Slasher tries to pause this for a second, but you see Capsidal and Nero have worked. Now look at the rotation across. They want to hit B, but everybody's here. Guerrillas, they're reading this. They saw nothing. They've got it picked up, and now
it's almost too slow. Like, there's literally nothing at A, right? So like you know where they have to come out of.
Yeah.
But does it matter? They have the read. They're gonna find the kills. They do. 3 to go down. Methodz. He's gonna rotate through the middle of the map and say, all right, you're spawn over towards A with my teammates. Let's just go get this done.
You got everybody there. It's got to be better than a 2 for 2. Well, that'll be 1 player plucked, and that's the second. The auto's now hitting.
Well, that's a pull.
And they've got 3 on it. Oh, it was the auto with the first, Volk with the second. But yes, you're right, you're right. I do like to see it mix up. It's fantastic to have a little bit more variety. They're just trying to get them off of this for this final tick, just not make it easy. Lives-wise, we're pretty even. Huke just in the back. He's 6 and 12, just trying to stay up, but that should be the point finish. So they had such a good transition last time, not necessarily in a good position to do the same exact thing, but they've already started to leak their way towards the bottom side of the map. You see where Capsidal is. of a one-on-one coming soon with Spart, and Spart's able to win that on the bottom side.
Yeah, Spart's gonna win that, and that's gonna force the rest of his team to have to push towards field side. But that's where the team is. Middle of the map is locked down by Slasher and Huke off with Spawn. A minute 15 to work with. The team, all he's doing right now is getting information that, hey, the push is still coming from this side, or at least one is.
I mean, yeah, play your life, get as much information as you can with regards to numbers.
Or get beamed.
This time you just get evaporated, but he probably saw 2. So the call to come into the teammates, the other 2 of the squad are pushed out. The others will try to reinforce. Holding deep will be Huke, trying to see if anybody goes the entire way around, but it's Spart still just set up inside, making this difficult.
I mean, the other 2 players from LAG were just sitting in P5, just ready for the push out. It does come through, but Methodz and Capsidal are still here. Slasher's just trying to hold on to 1. I think Methodz actually juiced him out. He does. He thought he went back towards radio. He doesn't. He backs all the way up. And Boston now with a lot of map position. Someone gets through, though. That's Asim. Asim finds a timing, opens things up, but Big Cap is in the back.
Yeah, but same thing happens on the other side of it. And TJ wins a massive one-on-one. So now you've got 2 on the point. And Methodz and Nero just trying to race their way to get there. Nero's able to get the trade. Cap now 5 in a row.
Give him another streak.
Just about to the second part of progress, but Spart will drop him. You stop the clock for so long, but now it's going to start to tick again. You've got a 2-life advantage, but I don't know how much it's going to matter considering the time remaining. You've got 1 really good push at this. Can you make it count? Can you close it out? Can you push it to a hard point? And Spart is just set up deep. I'm not sure where that stun's going to end up. I don't think it's going to be helpful, and he's going to get plucked right off of the tank, and Methodz able to snap onto another. That's going to be 3 down. Trying to get it to stop, but as he jumps over, he's going to get dropped, and you can't quite get the final player in to give yourself a shot. Guerrillas hold on.
Yeah, but a key there is, I mean, the amount of objective work that Boston Beach was able to do. They have round 5 defense security, even if it goes all the way to the distance. You still have the glide bomb. LAG, they got to win back-to-back rounds if they want to win this 3-0.
I think they've done that a couple of times. Maybe on Mutu. Maybe on Gabutu. I think it was that crazy one where it's just like all offense.
You can see Asim and Huke really struggling now. You got to give props to the Breach squad here.
But I feel like this is just the situation this team has been in. Like, no pressure. Kind of like this map. Like, no pressure. We got to rip off 2 offenses.
Yeah, we do that.
Step by step and see if it plays out.
I mean, you win this one, then that pressure really starts to build up for Boston Breach. 1 player on A, just trying to get some of that done, and, well, Boston, they're going to push this. Nero with some nice shots. The headshot comes in. Asim, though, off a spawn. And look at number 5. That's Slasher, and all of Boston kind of focused on him. They don't want him to make a play. Asim's going to try to help him out. Why not?
He's trying to get there.
They're all going to transition now. Spartan Huke through P5.
You'd love if he could just stay up a little bit longer and disrupt the rotation across, but
can you get the other glide out early though, right? You still have it. Yeah, try to get this one done.
Oh, that's a frustrating one. Just try to double challenge of shooting your teammate.
That's too dead. They might have to use it here. They might have to use this glide to deal with this player B, or do they hang on to it for round 5? They're gonna go for it.
All right,
this
so
is huge for Guerrillas.
You get that out so quick. But on the other side of it, now you got a lot of work to do. They get the clearance, they're gonna hop right over to the other side of it. Big kill there from Huke, and right onto the objective he will go. He looks to push it out and let his teammates pick it up, but it's Nero ready and waiting, but at least you got it out about as early as you could.
That's what they needed to do. Now they have to work this time extension. You're still pretty even. Well, you are dead even in lives. 30 seconds to go. You're gonna have TJ working a pinch through Broken. Middle of map, locked down by Methodz.
Just having the 2 stacks on B, it's like you get this extra time. It's one break and stack if you can do it.
I think that's why Boston's playing right middle of the map like this. They do not want them to go over towards A. You're gonna have Capsidal working on that.
Or towards B, yeah,
sorry,
right.
Towards B. But that's gonna be it. They're gonna give this up. The time extension is in. It's a 2-life advantage. Now can they work this final point?
I mean, wouldn't this just be fitting with the magic of LAG right now? Just pull off back-to-back offenses somehow and get it done. But still, so much to do. Got a minor life advantage, but you really just need one big heroic moment to get onto the point, push it to a round 5, and it's gonna reset because they're getting smoked as they try to work through the flank.
Yeah, I mean, that really is developed by Cap. He was top broken, kind of what we see from Shotzzy for sometimes, just sort of that roaming SMG. He's reading the map of, all right, this is a push to the back, so he comes all the way through towards Church, finds that first kill, and that push, well, it just crumbles.
I mean, if you're gonna do this and push all the way around the back, I mean, you're not gonna have a lot of shots at this.
Nice. Might be the final one to do something. Gotta get him out of here. The nades do hit. Here we go.
They go 2 for 1 and just up over his
3
head.
dead.
Asim goes vertical, and now they surge onto it.
Watch for Slasher. They got away for Slasher. There we go.
It's gonna come in. They're on the point. They're stacking. It is cruising. We're looking for a 5th round. Yes!
Round 5, baby. Yeah, I mean, they hit the nades in the back, and then Slasher at P5. They waited for him.
You see
they
that
timed it
vertical
up.
there? Just whoa, whoa. Like an eagle.
They timed that pinch. Slasher finds that kill. Look at number 5 this entire time. And Spart, he ends up getting taken down, but that's the key kill at Radio. And well, with all that objective work done earlier in the round, we have a round 5. You have no more glides to work with if you are boss. It has to be a strong defense to get us to a map 4.
It all comes down to this round, and the entire side just got blown to smithereens. I feel like every lethal on the map just popped off. Look at number 1. Caps so far around.
They're just gonna leave him though.
They just go to B here?
I think they're gonna try to. They're gonna try to go to B again.
Just gonna go. Yeah, he might be able to catch 1. Maybe.
It needs to.
It's just some weird timings going on mid-map. Now Smart's trying to sniff it out, and he's able to find 1 for free. Now Capsidal's finally going to come in. He's traversed the entire map 6 times to get to this point, but it's gonna pay off because he's gonna get 2. I mean, no one had any idea where he was.
I don't think he had any idea where he was. Because I don't see anything over here. They must be over here. Over here. All right. But he is still going up to 4 now. So he's locking down the middle of the map, and they continue to pinch through broken side through P5.
Lives already starting to.
Yeah, only 50 seconds
worrisome.
down to 18 is LAG. But last time, what? Took 1 push.
Nero on the hunt, shooting off the ankles. And now just looking for this extension, the 1 chow that's going to come in. Not going to stop it. So they get through. They do find a kill in the back then. Onto TJ as well. So a little bit of an opening. You start to develop this pinch, but tucked away in a corner, it will be Capsidal. What his timing. He gets caught by Huke as he goes to push out. You'd love to get that gunfight back.
That's massive.
Yeah, you'd love to get that gunfight back.
Right, they're going to leave that player back there. Just play around Radio. Actually, Cap's gonna go through the middle of the map again. Yeah, but he's gonna leave them out to dry. If they go, there's only 1 player here at Plat. He did not go Radio side.
When does he get there? When does he get there? Because they're onto it. You've got 2 there. A big nade comes in.
They're
That
gonna
actually
turn.
hits over the top.
They're gonna turn. But yeah, that nade huge.
He's hit so weak, they're finally able to take him out. Minute 20 to go. You brought the lives back quite a bit. You were down 6. You've now brought it within 2. Smart, able to find another hip fire there for Nero. Snap and a wall bang there as well. So we pause for a moment. Yeah, I was wondering whose nade it was at first. I'm like, oh, that was Capsidal rotating engines.
Yeah, it was so
little
important,
teardrop,
actually. Yeah.
little teardrop over the top. Unbelievable. It's like, you know, he can't get there in time, but the nade can. I mean, it's a pretty similar situation, except you don't have any points of progress.
Well, they kept a lot of map position, though, but Asim and Slasher trying to work the pinch, and TJ, she's in a little bit of an off angle. You're still holding on to Radio and P5 side right now, and it's gone?
Yeah, that didn't last very long.
No.
Because Nero's taking wigs.
But
and now, dude,
flank.
that life advantage just, it was what, 6 down to 2,
it's the last push
all
right
the way
here.
up to 6. They just dominate that stretch.
It's Big Cap again
This
on
is
the
everything.
flank.
He is just everywhere, all at once. Through the multiverse. Capsidal just makes the plays to try to keep them alive. Just the 3 lives left.
He's
no
gonna be behind you
respawns.
again. Okay.
The map is his playground right now, just ripping and roaring all over the place, and that is enough for Boston Breach to continue on within this series. See a map 4.
Hello, Dashy.
Hi, what's up, Ellie? How you doing? She was into it.
She loves Call of Duty. She loves it.
Yes.
We love Call of Duty.
Yes.
And we get more of it.
Yeah, Capsidal, he didn't need a breather after that. He was covering ground over the course of that map. Get him hydrated.
Yeah, if we would have had the stat of most distance traveled, it's his.
It's like, at one point he died after doing that long route, and then I feel like I took my eyes off the map for a second, and he was there again, like just pushing the deep flank again. And it just keeps you guessing if you're Guerrillas, right?
Yeah, I mean, a nice job by aLLeY to bounce back and take that to a round 5. But you see, sometimes two of their X factors in a Seam and Huke, they can have those off maps. And for 18 and 30, it's not even just like the stat line, it's also the engagements. Look at that compared to his team. I know we saw him rocking a couple of different weapons, maybe a little bit uncomfortable on that map. Just couldn't get locked in. It can be tough. I mean, we've all been on Tuscan where it just feels like the one time you're looking this way, you get a good timing.
It's not really something leading into the first event we talked about. Somewhere Huke's been struggling was control.
Yeah.
Right? And that has been a struggle point for him, but you give yourself a chance into a round 5. You're not able to close out the series if you're Guerrillas. So you're gonna see a hard point. Berlin was a solid one for you. I mean, they've been a good hard point team.
Yeah, especially throughout those stage 2 qualifiers. Well, we're gonna stay on Tuscan, I believe, and maybe that's big for them, right? A lot of those engagements, the guns got hot throughout that map.
But you're having them again.
Yep. Those same fights. But it does get close. It does get close. It's just tough to win back-to-back offensive rounds.
It certainly is. I just want a map 5 so desperately. I do. You just know something wild's gonna happen, like Guerrillas, where they have to rip off 3 straight to get to this point. Just believing in each other, powering through the madness. Capsidal, one of his 712 flanks throughout the course of that one, you'll see on your screen, and it's a round 5 victory for Breach. Now, once you animate, just outside of Capsidal, really just fist bumps out, just getting ready to go. And yeah, you're talking through things right now. If you're FaZe, you're just, we don't show these shots all the time, just kind of watching, seeing how things are going, just getting prepped and ready to play, but you don't know who it's going to be. You know, probably after Guerrillas are up 2-0, that's probably what you're thinking you're going to be prepping for. Now, though, it's kind of not exactly back to the drawing board, but who's it going to be? Not that, I mean, for them, it may not matter that much. Just based on that team and what they've gone through these past couple of years, they can beat anyone at any given time. But I'm sure, well, actually, I'm kind of curious just from your POV. I haven't been there. Like, when you are waiting in the final, when you won it through winners final, like, what are you doing really? Like, you're watching the match, but like, what else?
Yeah, I mean, you're watching the game, kind of what's working for them, what isn't. I mean, I think what's difficult is you're probably studying VOD, but if you do end up playing LAG, it's with a sub, so they're probably going to change a lot of what they've been doing. I think you try to get as much information as you can from that way. But as a player, you're just trying to keep yourself locked in. You don't really care who you're going to play. That's kind of now on the coaching staff to figure that out and let them know, hey, they're doing this, make sure we're doing this. It must be pretty awesome to have a coaching staff. I didn't have that.
Yeah, no, that's actually one of the, as much as the league has evolved, the league has changed, whether you're talking about salary for players or the format obviously has changed drastically. You like it, you don't. I mean, there's been a lot of changes over the years, but yeah, from a coaching staff, like the resources that the players have, it's unbelievable how far that has come.
I just imagine a lot of the prep that they did last night was for Boston, just do the winners final. So that's probably not a big focal point for them because they've done it already.
So it's more like if it's Guerrilla, that's right.
If it's LAG, you're like,
yeah.
What are they doing well? What aren't they doing? What maps have they been losing? Maybe you can put that earlier in the best of 9. That's the other part of it. It is a best of 9.
Well, I think it's kind of hard too because it's like maybe in the respawn it's a little more formula too, but in the search, if you're a team of the field, you're kind of just doing stuff like you were saying sometimes. So just making a call and do things. It's hard to prep for that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Well, you can see the ranks this season on Tuscan. Well, the one that stands out to me was that hold percentage for Boston 1. Last in the league. Let's see if they can be better here.
Here we go. Let's keep it going. We love Call of Duty. Map 4 now. Breach. Guerrillas. Methodz. Forehead. Smashing it into the camera. I think it's TJ. He started to fly forward for a second. He's like, all right, I gotta track back. I'm gonna pick up some of this time. A team kill comes through from Slasher after he's able to drop 1. Pushing through Church trying to find an opening. I think that's Methodz just trying to find an opening in behind, and he may have found a lovely one. I thought maybe 2, but the help was there.
And Spart's actually to find another kill, and this is good because they need to relieve that map pressure. You can see what what Boston Breach was trying to do. Push through the field side, try to flip them out through Church, set up for P2. But somehow he's 4-0, so he's just finding kills, just holding this side of the map. We are tied in score. Now as we transition over to P2, you already have Huke in this position. It seems gonna be on the hill.
Radio side mostly covering it. Now it's just like, can we push through and pick it up? You're able to drop one on the cut. That'll be smart. Huke down from the top rope, lining him up. Doesn't get a chance to chow because TJ, he's already ready and waiting, so you don't really enjoy a whole lot of time there. Boston Breach able to crack through that one quickly.
And that's huge. Off of the spawn, right front Church, Asim and Spart. Right, they're trying to do that jump up through the middle or go towards TJHaly. They both get caught if they want to put pressure on through radio. But one player does push through. That's Asim again off his spawn, I think, bottom Church. Actually, I hate that spawn, but you know, it's just difficult to put, you know, to deal with it.
Yeah,
able to find that timing. Now they're just going to fight for the scrap time because it looks like Capsidal already on the rotation over to P3.
5 in a row for Nero. But he's got the whole team basically to battle against, unfortunately. So not able to work two when he glide. Now you see the lock on the left side of the map where he's popping our next one over towards Fountain. Is Capsidal. He is starting to feel himself 6-4, 4 in a row. Some amazing moments over the course.
Who spawns in the back? Who spawns in the back?
Did he just spawn?
Yeah, he did. He did just spawn back there. Oh boy, it's been happening all weekend. He's got two kills. And the only good thing is that for Boston, they found all the other kills.
Yeah, I just want to reload.
But that does disrupt, what, 20 seconds or so? And then off his spawn, a Seaman Slasher right there.
You're on 6 in a row. Need one more bullet. Can't quite close it out. Nero gets shots into 2. It is just a mess here at Fountain. Guerrillas are able to get in.
Yeah,
and that's
man, it is a mess.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it hurts me a little bit in the soul, but that's okay. Boston, they're gonna regain a little bit. Nero 11-6. Finds a couple more kills, gonna get that scrap time. There's gonna be a battle over there. Nero is able to win it against Spart. Methodz taking the long route. They're gonna know something's up now once that stun is gonna pop. Is Huke able to win the first?
They take down 2. They're gonna catch him mid-map. Asim doing a good job just pushing out, trying to catch the lanes. As Huke now continues to try and dance, back him up with the lethal. And Asim is just soaring out mid-map. Unfortunately, the last spawner is going to catch him. That number 2 in Methodz has gotten all the way deep. You're planning this next pinch, looking for the opening. You're already able to find Slasher, so now's gonna be the time to go. They're gonna soar in. Spart just gets obliterated. His Capsidal will come soaring around the edge and right into Church go Breach. The Breach.
Well, a tongue twister there.
Yeah.
Warming up. Still, though, the battle inside the point. I mean, you had the first 20 seconds or so that goes the way of LAG. Breach now, they're trying to hang on, but shit is... Both of these teams fighting so tough, trying to get to the final. Methodz, he's able to find a multi-kill of his own with that double. He's gonna hang on and breach out with a 25-point lead. This is the hill, though. I feel like some teams have gotten, well, as we've seen the lead develop, teams starting to figure out the spawn system. This has been one where you can earn a lot of time.
It starts like so scrappy, and then teams get real good at it as Asim nearly blows his legs off, but able to avoid any friendly damage. His teammates, and as he drops, good job looking over him. It's a 3 streak now from Methodz. It's just trying to clear every bit of this lane. The lethal through from Nero picks up 1 captain soaring in. Slasher, though, his double
just not stop.
Kinda evens the odds. It is just mayhem here around the point. Pop, bang, boom, boom.
And well, somehow Capsidal's still alive. They all are. They're all still left. Seem though he's gonna get taken down here. He's trying to get test Nero. Stepping it up here when they need him most. 19-12. Oh, the snap on the Slasher to put him up to 20.
You gotta love to see that. A one-on-one about to go down the other side of it. We'll hop to it. It's gonna be Methodz here with a C. Methodz just tucked away in a corner, able to take it as our next hard point gets ready to unlock. Huke trying to find picks. That's actually, wait, Spart's nade on rotation actually gets the trade there. Church side.
Pinch, but yeah, they just kind of spawn up. He's hoping his team now can work the front of the hill. Capsidal doing such a good job just buying enough time. Huke's gonna be the first one through. He's gonna need to contest, but as soon as he gets there, the nades are landing off a spawn from Nero. This has been chaos so far, I feel like.
No, it really has.
It's like a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, there just hasn't been a real clean hold. And yeah, there's blood and body parts and bones just scattered around this field.
I mainly meant explosions.
Oh, sorry. He's not known for that. That's my fault. That's my fault. It's the R-rated Michael Bay films. It's Capsidal now. It's not an easy gunfight, and he can't quite take it. To Methodz POV, things will slow down a little bit here. Just holding top church, just trying to get angles, set his team up for success. You see they got the rotation and still holding on to about a 30-point advantage.
Everybody take a deep breath here. Here we go. Whew. Into this P2, you're going to have, what, Capsidal on the hill?
Transformers.
TJ dealing with the first player and Spart up top.
Nice.
Methodz is there. 16-9 for him.
And with Methodz POV, you're going to know where the push is coming from. So you see everybody set up. Just lying in wait on the box head. He put the grenade, just rip him right out of you. You feel like you're in a good spot.
1v1 for the hill
but
now.
They fall around him. It's just going to be TJ here to try and hold. TJ, verse Slasher, as he continues to dance around. In Slasher, he has to take the next gunfight. TJ buys enough time around the point.
Yeah, I think Slasher's just hoping his teammates, as they want some gunfights off of Spawn, are going to get there. Just hanging on the flag could be so important. It's a power position with that AR. But Capsidal somehow is alive as he finds two. That's going to be all dead for LAG. They're going to get the scrap time on the rotation. It's all Boston Breach.
They're pushing that lead now. Get near that 70-point advantage. Now, hopefully this time, now at least your teammate.
Someone just sit back there.
Your teammate spot's there this time, so that's got to feel a little bit better. Now, can they do the damage? But it's going to be a 3-on-2 here for a moment, making a 4-on-2. The rest have to trek back from mid-map. They're trying to get there in time, but Huke with a double, Asim flowing through with another one. And despite the fact that maybe it looks good for Boston Breach early here again, with a good spawn or without it, you get in. Well, yeah. Good spawn. I don't think I phrased that correctly, but you know what I mean.
No, I just love that play from Asim. He gets pushed up field side, but as I say, that 3-0 down, Nero is up to 29-20 with this vote. Asim had such a good play to just cut off the spawns as his team was working the back, just in tandem. Up to 30 now. 210 points for the Boston Breach.
He has lightened it up, and it's looking more and more like a map 5. But if you've learned anything this weekend, don't count out Guerrillas. As they continue to make miracles happen. To church we go, and it's just green arrows everywhere. They are set up in, they are locked and loaded. Nero hasn't missed a bullet since 1997. The guy is just popping off and beaming.
I don't even know if he was alive.
I don't think he was, Joe. I don't think he was. Yeah, I don't know why I picked that year.
Okay. Guerrillas trying to hang on, do what they can.
They get in pretty quick. You had 4 here, you got to deal with 17 entryways.
They still have TJ trying to work the flank, but Spart is able to pick that on up. Now they're just trying to work out towards the middle of the map.
Oh, it's so hard to stop hitting.
Yeah, and then Methodz behind that too. That's gonna be the front door wide open for Boston Breach.
Here they come. Asim, you shout out past TJ though. He hits it. Lovely job from Huke.
It's a very good hold here at church.
They continue to dance. It's not an easy thing to do, but bit by bit, second by second, they work to get back into it. Down as much as, what, 80 or so.
And that's one of those plays. You had TJ go for that scrap.
Look at the kill feed.
The big 10 seconds. Guerrillas. Only down 40 or so. On the rotation, LG set up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you talk about map 5, don't count him out. Don't count him out right now in map 4.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. I mean, you can't ever count him out, but like, Boston Breach were looking so good, but Guerrillas, dude, they just continue to make plays like this happen. They're stacked up inside. The wide angle is coming on in. Capsidal to hit down to 50. Now looking for the next gunfight. A little window fight. Asim able to do it, but the nade there instantly.
They're only down 20.
Been on a heater. The 200-point mark now hit. Now down just 15. Unbelievable. Here from Guerrillas, but Breach, they are able to get in. How long can they hold it? It's a slide out and shout coming in from TJ.
Yeah, I thought Nero was going to jump up. He's just going to lock down in the middle of the map. This could be huge. As TJ with a snap onto Asim. Now the rotation. It's going to be TJ and Nero. You're going to have to deal with the entire squad of LAG.
Jeez.
So far, so good. 3 dead. 37 kills for Nero.
You try to scramble across, but it's just Capsidal tucked away in a corner. Feels like half his kills are shooting people in the back. Just keeps finding his spots. Nero is trying to get the reload off before the chow comes in. Not able to do it. They get 3 kills. They get in. 8 points needed for Boston Breach. Hardpoint is popped. Guerrillas looking to hold. You have got to hold strong.
Well, your nades have to hit here if you're Boston. I heard a lot of explosions and nothing in the kill feed. TJ, though, maybe it'll open things up. Never mind, it's Big Cap. The headshots now. Nero's able to get in. Boston, they break on through. Capsidal able to find the double, and here we go. It's looking like a map 5.
It's looking that way. Just a couple more seconds, but they're still here, still standing.
There we go.
But they do it. Breach. Back-to-back maps. Give me a map 5, baby.
Talked about the momentum shift all weekend long from that control into this map 4, and it happens. Nero flying from the get-go.
Yeah, he hit 40. He hit the 40. It was close.
Yeah, we'll give it to him.
Yeah, sure, round up. I mean, he was just using the absolute gunny there. Unbelievable plays. 39 and 30, nearly 5,000. Just look at the damage. He has a 4,700. There's nobody in that atmosphere.
If I would have told you that TJ would have the lowest engagements on this team in a hardpoint, would you believe me?
I mean, just it's the two young guys. He's basically a father now.
Yeah, he's like, I'll run second AR. Please.
Yeah, right.
I would love to do that.
But that is just a bomb from Nero, and he keeps them going. All tied up 2-2. It's been such a nutty week. I mean, think about like how this kicked off. It was what, like all 3-0s. Day 1, then it just it feels like it's been a couple like 3-0-3-1s, and the rest have been game 5s. It's just been anybody's match. You never know who is going to take it.
I mean, who doesn't love
we
game
got
5,
another one. We all love game 5s. They're unbelievable. We hope you're having fun at home. We hope you're having fun in the crowd. We have a game 5 around the corner. Before we get there, quick break.
I think that's the most exercise you've done in a while. Oh my God, this guy's got the moves.
I'm so exhausted, I needed the energy, needed to pick me up. I'm in your movie, but this is my cinema. I got the power, I'm built to devour. Anyone coming against me a tower. I don't care in the pressure. Some of y'all leaving here in the stretcher. Took my time to go and get better. I was reading in the red letters. Ay, hit me with your best shot. I got time today. Feeling like a matador with that Red Bull. Oh yeah. No, you can't stop me. I'm running my own play. For the game win, I came to pin anything that gets in my way. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Been here, we done that. We done that. You all know what we came for. You all know what we came for. We been here, we done that. We done that. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. I'm in the game like EA. Been in my prime since pre-K. Shooting my shot from long range, going over heads like a toupee. Treat every day like payday. Y'all been living so mundane. My work week is Sunday to Sun. Oh wait, that's every day. Putting in overtime, punching the clock, I'ma get what's mine. While everyone's sleeping, I'm living my dreams. I got a calling that's so divine. Lord, take the wheel like 10 and 2. I'm losing energy, I'm overdue. I've been on the top ropes, hitting my pulls. Watch me hit the power moves. done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Been here, we done that. We done that. You all know what we came for. You all know what we came for. We been here, we done that. We done that. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, 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 energy. I need that energy.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Do or die time, game 5. Let's get it, baby. I was hoping for some madness, and that's exactly what we've got. It has been just a truly unbelievable weekend. Upsets, series going the distance. I don't know what's around the next corner this weekend, Joe.
Hopefully it's a crazy game 5.
Yeah, right.
That's what I want.
That's it. It's weird. I hate when you get like really hyped for game 5 and it's like 6-0. Like,
That's OpTic FaZe last event. It was like a 6-0.
oh,
so fast.
yeah. It just happens quick. Like, let's have a wild one here. Let's get deep into it. Give me around 10, round 11. Some clutch plays. But yeah, no, Jordan Kaplan tweeted kind of what I was thinking. Like, it's just how many, if you just cut out Thursday, like, it feels like, I'm just going to throw it out there, like 80% of the games have been game 5s. Like,
It's probably more than that. Right around 80?
It might be.
The only thing I can do is the 3-0 in the winners final. Besides that, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, way to go, FaZe. Thanks for screwing it up. But no, this has been truly special. The fans have been insane here all weekend long. You guys have been amazing. Now, no other way to put it. Do or die time. One of these teams is done. One of these teams is battling into a final. And, you know, it's like maybe if you were both these teams, well, I guess more so Guerrillas, but both these teams, like, getting to this point, you might feel good. But now that you're here, now, you want a finals date. You want to take down FaZe.
Just want to keep this going. This is
Yeah,
like a
right?
dream
You just
weekend.
wanna keep playing,
These
man.
guys want to
Just
be
keep playing.
You know, guys, you know how bad they've wanted to be back on a main stage Sunday in the afternoon, playing for a championship. And on the other side for Boston, these young guys, alongside what Methodz and TJ, the experience that they have, they've been in this spot before. You're looking at those two for me, Methodz and TJ, to really step up. I know Nero got you here through that map number 4, but this is when you rely on your veterans. And similar to the other side, right? I look at sort of your slasher, you're a seam, to be the playmakers and keep everybody composed.
Yeah, I just think we forget sometimes that a lot of the players on that stage right now,
born in the 2000s.
Yeah, maybe haven't played in this moment, a loser's bracket final, trying to go to a grand final. Yes, the nerves are absolutely 100% going. Now, once you get into game, maybe they fade a little bit, but they're feeling it right now. I know Spar right now is like, whew, this is a big moment. He was great for that search. The game 2, so many first bloods. Let's see if he can find that type of success here. But Nero, Capsidal, just a lot of youth on this stage that are kind of starting their story in Call of Duty esports.
Yeah, and I mean, for Boston, they want to get in this map as quickly as possible. It's just they just won the last 2, right? They feel like they're going to win all those early gunfights. For Guerrillas, I just think to win, one of the first 2 rounds is very important. Kind of slow things down, keep the confidence cool for Boston Breach, because we saw what that could turn into in map number 2.
Without question. And obviously, it's a whole lot different going from 3 to 4 than 4 to 5. Just it will slow down. You got a little bit of a break here. You don't want to. It's like you almost don't want too much energy going into a search. You might just over-chow something, push something a little bit too quick. Timings can be off. We have seen a lot of just insane timings throughout the court, just within this series. Like, dude, that Capsidal play, I was like, holy.
I mean, that's just kind of with the maps and the development of them, right? Sort of the different routes that you can take, the walls, the doors, that's just what it can turn into. We've been seeing it more and more. You know, some of the unfortunate spawns and the hard points. Like, yeah, you just got to deal with what you got to deal with. And a lot of the times it ends up being this game 5.
I know you were kind of looking through the Berlin a little bit before this for the two teams. Is there something that kind of popped off the page for you?
Yeah, I was actually just like sort of just like quick facts on between both of these teams throughout this week. But we do have something crazy, right? Boston is the #1 offensive team at 71%.
Okay.
The second team is 55%. Just a that is a ridiculous stat line for this Boston Breach squad. So see what they're going to do on offense.
Well, that's where I wonder if, like, you know, they're prepared. You know, if you have that kind of offensive win rate, like, you know, you've got some structure to it, but it's like, there's this question mark around Guerrillas right now, probably when it comes to search. Like, what are they going to do? Might be a little bit different than they've been used to. Might catch them off guard. If you're Guerrillas, you're sure hoping that's the case early in this one, as you said. Just try to come in and stun them. But you see the records and where they sit for map 5 overall. We're not talking Berlin, just when these teams go the distance. Boston Breach killing it at 4-2, 3-3, and a 50-50 there for Los Angeles Guerrillas. Do or die. Map 5-time winner. A grand final and first on the year. Boston Breach, Guerrillas. Let's go. Now let's see what Breach, with that incredible offense, what they're looking for early.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes we talk about stats a lot, and
doesn't matter.
Usually in a map 5, those typically get thrown out the window.
Yeah, yeah. Just who's going to come up and be a hero and make some crazy play. It's a peek from Nero. That's going to be bombed down. Nice win from Asim. And he's been chatting this series. You know he wants to have a big map 5. I got a feeling he'll be yelling again.
You see TJ working this top 3, trying to find that pick on the Slasher inside of fire. Slasher spotted him.
Yeah, he did.
Saw that little crouch peek come in. So you have that first blood. You do have Huke just kind of sitting in the corner inside of hay, just making sure that plant does not get down. Clean. Well, he hears that. Well, Asim, he got picked. Was he at B? Yeah, maybe just trying to, I don't know, work across the map.
Yeah, I mean, that's where he was set up, where he got the opening first blood. They're going to wrap it back. So Huke is just patiently waiting.
The skull life wasn't on the map. It was getting covered by B. Like,
yeah. He hears the glass break. He calls for the help to come in. Now they've taken it across. Yeah, you'd love to just get the kill and be able to get away, but a great trade
team shy of, right?
in from Breach. So look at the plant now into a 2 versus 2. So back over to B we go. Methodz just taking care of all the...
They're strong. He's very strong.
All the things in his way.
They're fast though on this flank. Capsidal, he's gonna have the first one-on-one. He has the sniper, the pistol in hand, and he hits it.
Okay, all right.
And Slasher's thinking, all right, where are they set up at, right? Up top, we've seen Methodz in this position so many times. But I think with that first kill, that should be the round. I mean, just not enough time to work with. 7.5 to defuse, the shots are in.
Yeah,
and well, you have the first blood, but you don't turn it into anything.
That's a hell of a gunfight win, but not going to matter. It's Capsidal with the big kill, and it's like right as Slasher goes hunting for him, he repositions. Now he's gonna chow at Capsidal. A little extra love on the tail end of that one.
He stopped.
I don't know, that's a body you want to be shooting in a map 5.
But for me, that entire round, Asim cannot get picked there. I know he does a wonderful job opening it up. But Boston knew. He was the guy at B. They're like, boom, he's at B, let's go. Let's rotate through. Cap with that pistol. Shouldn't be surprised anymore what that thing can do. So we talked about their offensive win percentage. They get that first one right there. We'll see if LAG can bounce back.
The one thing I missed is how Asim got caught.
It was from like secret door, maybe like in one of the windows.
Because we were obviously focused on Huke and just what he was trying to hear. Able to reposition and dodge the nade is Methodz. And Asim, he's hunting it a little overzealous, and Capsidal just keeps it going. 3 in a row starting. Bomb, yeah, probably not in the best position.
Yeah, it's a little different Berlin versus Bojaj. I mean, bomb's down. Slash, though, able to turn this into a 3-on-3, working that pick over towards B5. Spark trying to hit the nade.
Should have shot his body. He'll get his revenge.
Now working that pinch is Slasher.
Should have shot his body.
Reads the second one. Working through the middle of the map now was Huke as he finds the opening. And all right, I guess first bloods. I mean, I don't know if we're converting them into wins right now.
not within this one, I don't think. But that's gonna be bombed down again. Yeah, that's just tough. At least you're able to shove. It's like a baton. It's like at the Olympics, just trying to get this thing forward as people are dropping.
Oh, he's gonna see both. Can Methodz clutch this? Might find some good timing here.
Yeah, they
sure will.
I was thinking the nade check goes out. They're maybe thinking the push is not coming from that direction, but just able to snap back. Is that what, 3 in the round for Slasher?
Yeah, 3 in the round. You kind of said, no.
It's not somebody I would. You said he let off, and maybe it wasn't intentional. It kind of looked like it to me, but I don't know.
Oh, no, I was saying.
Oh, okay, so
stopped.
he was. I thought so. I thought he was letting his body up. I would not shoot his body.
It wasn't like the whole clip, you know what I mean?
He's been smiling. Incredible round, though. Get back into it. 3 big kills, tied up 1-1.
I mean, I don't know what he saw, but he knows what he saw. Like, we have X-ray. I'm not sure. He sees how many cross in a seam. He's just going to get flown at towards B. That is a quick round. A little bit different than what we saw. Bomb planted, man advantage.
And he's had some really good plays around this side, like historically. We've seen some insane moments, some aces, but they've done a good job eliminating him. It just lands on the other side, so the tactical's not going to hit.
Yeah.
And Huke is just waiting to pounce. They've got all 3 players here, but everyone backed up deep, basically, outside of Capsidal. Capsidal now going to go down.
Well, they have no one working the flank, though, right? So you have to clear all 3 of these angles. While this is happening, Nero's going to hit the middle of the map on that pinch. Methodz with 2.
Hello. It is just so, it's such a hard retake in Fuse. It is.
Especially when there's that many players out. That's what makes it difficult.
Well, yeah, if you have numbers, it's still hard. But yeah, especially the 3v4, right?
Well, I wanted to see the vet step up, and you're seeing it, right? Slasher on one side, Methodz on the other.
As they continue to find the success offensively, can Guerrillas match that? 8 of their 10 kills on Boston Breach now between Capsidal and Methodz. Nassim, he's just trying to get back to B. He's catching stunts to the face. He's able to get tucked into his corner. And he gets a pick. I mean, that is just great stuff. Gets across, gets the kill, gets the plant. Like, just put up numbers. Or does he? He is going to get caught. Oh, as soon as he gets, I thought he was just going to hop it.
Me too.
I
would have loved that. But all of LAG, they're going to deal with the positions. You do have Cap, though, working the flank. The stun is going to hit, so Spark's going to peek, but Cap finds 1. Slasher, he's going to find a nade kill. They all are looking. He tried to get right back on the bomb. Capsidal finds a second. Now it is down to Slasher. Down to Slasher again.
He shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. I told him. What? 14 seconds to go. Will he be able to track back?
Okay.
He's got to go. He's got to go. Come on, TJ.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not going to get there. Not quite fast enough. And Slasher buys enough time.
It was almost scary from Slasher's point of view because he tried to prone in that corner.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
it pushed him forward.
Yeah. It's like proning is so good, but sometimes when it doesn't work, they get prone blocked or bumping into something. It's like, just let me lay down.
Pushed him right back up. I was like, uh-oh. So he had to get down quickly. But I mean, I don't know if a seam has info there, if there's a stun that hits on that cross, because he opened that window and just knew that that Boston Breach player was going to be there to find that first blood. TJ almost gets the timing to stop the plant. That would have been massive, but the plant goes in. They're able to win the 3v3.
Just offense all over the place right now. At first, I was like, it's Bond. I think Capsidal was just on a one-man mission over towards A. I'm like, good luck. But maybe let's get some utility out, then track back. As seen, defensively, he has not been able to really get comfortable from this spot.
You're hoping this player over towards we can at least find 1. Now he's got the help.
7 and 3.
But a seam gets taken down again. And that's going to mean the B bomb side is open. But who's going to work through the middle of the map?
And I know you
as this is going down. Look at this timing from Huke. He's behind enemy lines.
This could be the difference.
That's
this could be the difference.
Yeah.
Slasher's able to get another one. It's a Sparty party for the final kill. And finally, you get the retake. You take the advantage, and considering how things have gone, that's a big one. And what's Slasher up to, 9 now? 8? They dancing?
It was a party.
Yeah.
But those are those mid-game adjustments we talk about.
8 and 3.
Right, watching that cross, the seam does die, but you got to work that flank. And that was a beautiful route from Huke just to get in between there. Kind of right behind Nero, in between Methodz.
It's like you need that route. It has to happen early, too.
Yep.
It's like you just don't have time. Just finds a great timing.
All right, so you have 1 defensive win now for LAG. Can Boston respond? Slasher update.
It's been pretty B heavy. And they try to make a shift here over towards A.
They're trying to nade Methodz again. It was close.
Everything around him is destroyed, but
okay, you do have Cap though. He's just kind of lurking. He's just sort of lurking. And this is similar to what we saw. I think it was what, round 1 from LAG, where they're, sorry, round 2, where you're hoping Slasher can work some picks from top 3. They're just gonna rotate that bomb out.
I mean, just based on their setup, I think they're gonna take this back. But now the player on B is going to rotate off. And Asim's able to get that, so now you're definitely going! Just able to get across as TJ can't finish it. He wants to hit it though, Asim. Ready and waiting, tags him down to 64, and there's the chow. What a round it is from Asim.
On the other side of the map,
there's another 1v1, so going on forever.
No, that's a 1v2. Cap almost made that play. Methodz has to go now. He knows he has a 1v1 for a few seconds. He's trying to find this player. He finds him. Asim is working it. He's working the windows.
Keep on finessing.
Doesn't have a lot of, he's got 16 left. Now Huke is here. In the 1-on-2, and Asim, 3 in the round.
I'll tell you what, it's been, I think, a frustrating one for Asim to this point. Just, you know, he's been caught.
Needed that round, that round.
That is a massive, massive round from Asim.
Now up 2, pressure on Boston Breach. Yeah, because they kept 2 players over towards A, where Cap was lurking the whole time. Cap won the first. I think he almost wins the second.
Well, how differently that goes if TJ just gets another bullet or 2 on the cross, but that seemed just enough to hit the cap. Now they take a 2-round edge. Pressure to Boston.
And this is another one of those slow rounds that LAG's just happy to play on defense. They're just gonna work the crosses, play off the info that they have. They're just not gonna give them anything.
They're kind of playing off Capsidal's info. He's just been trying to spot.
Yeah, one side of Cap, the other side of Huke, right? So he's just kind of setting up now. Spark, he's gonna see that door's open. See number 6 now. Asim's starting to creep on up, getting to his position. Everyone's trying to rotate through. What can Huke find? What can he find? He sets up the distraction with the shot. Oh, can't get the second. Nice trade from TJ.
The flank though, Asim all the way from the opposite site. He is slowly made his way here, but that is a beamer. But Asim has now gotten here 4 in a row. The clutch now for Methodz. 15 seconds to go. Head on a swivel. The double challenge in. Oh, God! He needs another bullet or 2. It's Slasher. It's able to peel him.
Yeah, that is trust right there. That's what that is.
Yeah, that is trust.
That is I mean, first of all, Asim gets beamed. But that, I mean, he's not putting bullets in him, right? But, hey, you trust that man. Let it go to win that one-on-one.
You go, I got him.
Yeah. I'm going to make my own luck. Ooh. One more round for the Guerrillas to be in the major final.
You gotta be kidding me. What a story this is. Slasher now up to 9 and 4. He was the difference early. Feel like it's been Asim late with his playmaking. And Nero, he just takes a bullet or so, starts to back up, and as they go to push forward.
At least Asim hit the nade though. It's the nade now. It's on
I didn't even notice that at first. 9-9
right away.
You tickle him, he's down.
Okay, you're gonna have 2v2 very close to the bomb. Spart's with him. On the other side of the map, it's kind of a 1v1. Cap versus Huke. The 2 players who love to hit the long routes.
Just trying to keep eyes on both and see how it plays out. I think he got spotted. I think Huke got the information. He did. He got spotted.
Pistol, one more. It's all on Methodz.
He's down. He's down. The dream is still alive. The Los Angeles Guerrillas are on a date to a grand final. What? Should have shot his body. No, sir. No, sir. I mean, you nailed it. It's a game where it's about the bets.
I mean, I don't know if this is, I'd have to go back and look, but I can almost guarantee this is the first CDL final for Guerrillas, right? It's got to be.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it is, you know, for Sparty, I mean, he had, what, back in MW, I shot with him for a bit, now back in the team under these insane circumstances, and what a run it has been. It is truly remarkable. Do or die, backs against the wall.
That's 6 S&Ds in a row.
And I mean, it's 2-2 at one point. From there, they just handle business in double-digit litigo at 10-4 with 7 non-traded kills at 1,200 damage. We'll look at it one more time, but I think Huke got the spot. I think Huke got the spot on the cross and called out the Spark.
Let's see.
Watch, I'm pretty sure he sees him right there. And
yeah, he must have.
And then Spark turns. Yeah, he saw him. So Huke just gets that information. Spark turns, and the pistol be a poppin' as he hits it, and they close it out. I was gonna say, he saw him or what a read that was. Pistol out. I was like, okay. My God, the Kim on point. The fans on their feet. Guerrillas just keep on ripping and roaring.
And I'll tell you, the round that sticks out to me the most is that 1v3 from Methodz. Because if that goes the other way, momentum shift. But the 1v1, Slasher in a seam, sorry, the 1v2, but a seam just jumps across and just the snap.
And I mean, props to a seam too, because I think they're, maybe if you are a younger player, I mean, he's seen a lot now at this point, maybe still young in the scale of the whole thing, but he's a vet, right? And I think if you're struggling a little bit early, you feel so comfortable in your spots, you're just not finding a lot of success on the B point. But he just keeps doing his thing, and then he starts to light it up, man. And I think that's just, again, he's that energy pulse for this team. I don't know. I love Asim. He's a hell of a player, and I think it is tough at times when you're struggling in a search. Just keep going at it.
Yeah, no, you have to play your spots and play them with confidence. But that round where he finds 3 kills, it can be difficult over at B. It does not look like a fun sight on defense, right? Just trying to dodge all the different angles, all the nades.
It is me in this shack.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. Please protect me.
Yeah.
Oh, but man, I mean, even looking at that scoreboard, I mean, 12-3 in search rounds as well. I mean, this is a Boston team we know have been great at S&D all year long. To win 12-3, that's something. And now they're in the final. Unbelievable.
I just could not be happier for the organization, their players, their family, the fact that not many believe, considering the circumstances, but here you are. You made the run. I can't wait to hear from the desk. Take it away, guys.
And possibly one of the best stories ever told in esports.
Jeez,
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, you guys heard it before. Valorant, Rainbow Six, Gears of War, doesn't even matter, right? Name a squad out there in a heavily dominated game with top teams, and they come in with the last-minute sub, and Spart was part of all types of success, and now they're going to be in the grand finals. You can see Atlanta FaZe, like, yo, Nameless. This is incredible.
This is absolutely insane. And LAG, I mean, outside of Atlanta FaZe, they got to be the best search and destroy team in this entire event. They've won 6 straight S&Ds. I mean, some crispy strategies here, too. They're hitting us with wraps back from A, back to B. Like, everybody here is playing so good. And, you know, you talk about the story, Spark coming in and them making it to a final. I sure as hell did not believe they would make it to a final here. And doing it by winning constant searches, mind-blowing.
I mean, for what I thought it was impressive that they won a single series, let alone the fact that they're top 2. And to touch on the search and destroy, Slasher has been that player that loves to play for picks, like in like search and destroy throughout his history. If you have a sub on your team, that's like what you're forced to do. Like you have to go to the drawing boards, you have to make a new strat call almost every single round because you don't have that chemistry anymore. And funnily enough, it just happens to be like that perfect fit. But I mean, you got to give Spart all the props in the world.
He made it work.
Dude, he was placing top 16 in challengers, and now he's top 2 in the CDL.
aLLeY, this is it. LAG Grand Finals. I mean, this was not on your 2022 bingo card, was it?
Absolutely not. I mean, who would have thought Spart was the missing piece for this LAG squad that was seriously struggling for a while there, right?
Yeah.
And I guess it speaks to test the fact that Challengers has so much undiscovered talent in the gauntlet. This was an LAG roster full of veterans. You throw Spart on it, they're in grand finals against Atlanta FaZe. I mean, I'm just saying.
They were here in Major 1.
I got to say, like, the improvements, too, because he's been in the Pro League before, back in MW, and, like, wasn't that strong of a player, like, didn't have a successful rookie season. So he's been grinding it out in challengers, clearly making improvements. And if you are being able to fit in a squad on this short notice, that is, like, veteran-esque qualities. That means he's bringing great communication, able to fit into a brand-new team. So, I mean, this is a man that has clearly evolved his gameplay over the years. And, again, absolutely tippable.
There you go. Spark equals Gorilla Glue. just great right there. But you know what? It's not just Spart, though. The entire team is blossoming before our own eyes. So, Nameless, Asim is a bona fide playmaker, and he's showing it time in and time out. I don't know how anybody could drop him.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about that first map as well. Like, that was down to the wire, and something LAG does so good is always P5 into P1. And Asim really is the route man for this squad. You see him going on those rotations every single time. He always flips the spawns when it gets to that P5. Like, Asim is just a playmaker. You heard Joe and Clint talking about it at the end of that cast. He was in the blender trying to go over towards B every single round. Turns it up later in the game and does exactly what he needs to do. He commits to his position on the map. So you got to tip it, FaZe.
And I'm not even playing, but like I want to team with that guy. He's getting me hyped up from the main stage. They're talking his smack in the middle of the games. The hype man, just an incredibly smart player as well. Again, we're tipping the cap to a lot of players on LAG.
Congrats to LAG.
Asim also gets that credit.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Boston as well, because aLLeY, Boston coming into this event, and as you take a look at the highlights, I mean, let's hear about it. Boston, last event, top 6, now top 3. Look, sky's the limit for him in the future.
Sky's is the limit, and again, young roster, right? So they have a lot to build, a lot to learn from.
That was the mistake.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And you know what? He stopped himself. I feel like afterwards, like, oh, wait a minute. I think I just realized what I've done. But again, I mean, typical to them to go down 0-2 in the series and win those 2 Tuscans back to back. But I mean, LAG, they were able to close it out in the S&Ds. You guys talked about it. They won 6 S&Ds in a row. An LAG team that was actually struggling with S&D. So I mean, it's so typical of LAG.
And there was there was a lot of things that Boston did wrong in that last game. I mean, Nero played great throughout games 3 and 4, but in that last map, he got blooded like 3 or 4 times. Then, you know, I was writing some notes on it. It's like the retake in round number 4 at B, they get collapsed on. When you get B bombed down, you have to be able to convert that into a round win. Boston's not able to do it. And then in the very next round, when LAG does that wrap back towards B, Nero pushes into P2 and gets caught. Like, you just need to watch the cross there and get information mid-map and on the cross towards B. The longer the round goes on, the better for you if you're on defense. So those are just a couple mistakes that Boston needs to fix up in their search and destroy, because up until this point, they were solid in search. Today, they didn't win a single search and destroy.
Yeah, Nero did make those mistakes, but at the end of the day, you know what? He had his role in the success as well. But let's tip our hats to Zenny, because aLLeY, this guy came into this event the #1 KD overall in everything, and he still showed that he was consistent even on land.
Yeah, no, he was still incredibly consistent. I know Nameless was trying. I'm going to call you out for a second. You were trying to tip the hat on maybe in the online favor for the side of Boston Breach, but they were able to stay pretty consistent. Needed to see it. All right.
So we needed to see it.
We need to see it.
Wait, hold on, aLLeY.
We saw it.
They still haven't really beat a top 3 team. I still need to see them beat a top team.
I will say this.
So we'll see how they transition when we get to the qualifiers once again. If they're full steam ahead, dominating every hard point, then there's still something that needs to happen on land to show me that magic.
So you don't think Florida's a top team, even though they
top 3?
They're top 3.
Hey, London.
I don't think they're a top 3 team.
You don't think?
We'll
but you know what though? Hey,
it has
we're
to be
find out.
has to go
Stage
over
3
the
is
test
coming.
of time. We'll see.
We'll see. Stage 3 is definitely coming.
Are you removing OpTic for Florida in top 3 teams?
No, I'm just saying if you don't count Florida as a top team, then what are they if they send home London and OpTic Texas, who are top 3 heading into this event?
The discussion around Boston is, can they get over the hump and beat a top 3 team? They still have not done that.
With 2 rookies on the team, yeah, I think they will be able to.
They have
feeling
not
is
done
high
it
enough.
yet.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to find out later on in the future when we have more events and qualifying games. But things are still heating up here because we have a grand finals coming up. You got that right. It's going to be the Atlanta FaZe versus the Los Angeles Guerrillas. We'll catch you on the other side.